Alright, let's dive into the chaos surrounding Beyoncé and Jay-Z, because this is more tangled than anyone anticipated. There are whispers, footage, and even federal prosecutors dropping names. Word on the street is that B and J aren't merely involved. They might be top contenders for the spotlight. Let's rewind a bit. The situation started to escalate once Diddy's trial gained momentum. We're talking about earth-shattering testimonies, leaked recordings, and court files that jolted the industry. But the craziest part is that Diddy isn't the sole concern. Prosecutors are reportedly gearing up to implicate some of his close associates. We're talking about names that carry significant clout. Apparently, Beyoncé and Jay-Z are leading that list.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He ain't doing different.
This isn't just rumor-mongering. Insiders are buzzing that Beyoncé has already scrapped a few upcoming tour dates and is seriously mulling over a move abroad with Jay, not just for leisure. This seems more like a calculated retreat. The word on the street is they're considering pulling a Russell Simmons, disappearing into a nation without an extradition agreement to dodge any potential legal troubles. Originally, people assumed Jay-Z was the one rubbing elbows at Diddy's wild gatherings, and that Beyoncé was merely guilty by association. However, it appears she was actively involved, having more than just a passing acquaintance with the freak-off lifestyle. Now that there's law enforcement sniffing around, allegedly both are looking to bolt before things heat up. Now here's where things get convoluted. Before all this chaos, Jay and Diddy were as close as they come. Jay was among the select few who—
Jay-Z. We call each other Sean. Okay. Yeah, nobody else could call me
The only
Sean.
other person with that privilege was Diddy's mom. That's not just a casual buddy. That's part of the inner sanctum. Their camaraderie was visible too. Jay and Beyoncé regularly had Diddy as a guest at their yearly Rock Nation brunches. He was everywhere on their socials. But after the Cassie lawsuit came to light, Diddy was abruptly cut off like he was never part of their life. Severing ties with Diddy after everything unraveled didn't prevent people from connecting the dots. One tale that got eyebrows raising came from rapper Deeb. He said that in 2020, he found himself at an ultra-secret soiree at Diddy's LA pad. And guess who else was there among just a few select guests? Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Deeb painted it as an exclusive affair, but the atmosphere he described definitely had vibes similar to the freak-off notion. And that's when online sleuths started piecing things together. Now here's what's downright astonishing. Jay-Z himself has a dubious past that's coming into the spotlight once again. Years back, it was alleged that he had a fling with Foxy Brown when she was merely 15. Jay-Z has worked meticulously to shift perceptions on that front. It's always been enveloped in hushed tones, but the real shocker came when his erstwhile business associate, Dame Dash, didn't refute it when confronted. In fact, during a squirmy interview, Dame sidestepped the issue, suggesting the host should take it up with Jay directly because he didn't want to corroborate anything on camera. Tie that with Jay's known alliances with R. Kelly, and folks are recognizing a troubling trend.
He's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
Jay produced an entire album with R. Kelly, and even went on tour with him. When asked about his distance from Jay, Dame was candid, explaining it was because Jay never separated himself from R. Kelly. This is significant. So when people compare Jay to another Diddy, they might be onto something. The connection with Beyoncé only adds to the intrigue. On the surface, Jay-Z and Beyoncé appeared as the ideal couple. Red carpets, power couple vibes, and perfectly curated appearances, as if they were the untouchable music royalty. However, below the surface, it seems more like a high-stakes business arrangement rather than a romantic fairy tale. Now that their names are being murmured among legal circles, people are delving into their beginnings, and it's unsettling. Jay has consistently exhibited a pattern, a powerful older man drawn to young, up-and-coming women. After the Foxy Brown incident wrapped up with rumors of hush money, the focus shifted to Aaliyah. According to insiders, Jay made advances towards Aaliyah after R. Kelly's questionable marriage to her was exposed. Jay would send flowers, invite her to events, and try to win her over with mogul-level charm. But Aaliyah was reportedly more interested in Dame Dash, Jay's business partner at the time. Insiders suggest it felt like a twisted competition between Jay and R. Kelly over Aaliyah, as if it was a macabre ego clash.
Game.
Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah.
When Aaliyah tragically perished in a plane crash, rumors swirled that it wasn't just an accident. Some even speculated she was sedated without consent and forced onto the aircraft against her will. Whether conspiracy or not, it left many questioning who might have been involved. As that chapter ended, Jay set his sights on Beyoncé. Young, exceptionally talented, and still learning the ropes of the industry, her family, especially her mom, was deeply involved in her career, guiding every step. Beyoncé reportedly had only one boyfriend in high school, having had minimal dating experience. When Jay entered the picture, charming, established, and powerful, it was a done deal. Jay once mentioned in an interview that he met Beyoncé when she was just 16 and waited until she was 18 to officially pursue her. However, those close to her say by the time she was legally an adult, he already had significant influence over her. The power dynamic wasn't balanced. It was orchestrated. She admired him. He was the gatekeeper, and once he was in, he controlled it all. Her music, her image, her schedule, and even her personal freedom. And her Uncle Ron, Beyoncé's former bodyguard, who's been making waves by revealing some shocking details. He bluntly claimed that Jay got Beyoncé hooked on substances to control her, ensuring she remained dependent and didn't question his authority. This resonates with Cassie's allegations about Diddy, who allegedly ensnared her in a toxic world through addiction and manipulation. Those close to Beyoncé say she's been yearning to break free. She's tired of the unrelenting control by Jay, her team, and even her mother. She reportedly feels she never truly lived her own life, molded into a brand from the very start. As things unravel, she's reaching her breaking point. Some say she's been planning her escape, aiming to sever ties and vanish quietly. She's spoken about depression, feeling trapped and hopeless. A source even mentioned she's had grave thoughts about ending it all, not out of desire, but from not seeing a way out. As scrutiny from the investigation heats up, her time to act might be dwindling. The internet intensely observes every move Jay-Z and Beyoncé make, and it's not looking bright. Fans who once fiercely defended them are now skeptical. How deep did their ties with Diddy run? Why do so many worrying patterns emerge when looking into their pasts? And most pressing, why have they gone silent all of a sudden? People are swiftly connecting the dots. The Rock Nation brunch, once the pinnacle of celebrity networking, vanished. No announcements, no explanations, just disappeared after Diddy's scandal erupted. Jay and Bey used to regularly post about it. Celebrities coveted an invite, but now it's eerily silent. Their team's silence speaks volumes. It convinces many they're attempting to make a quick exit. Then there's the financial angle. Rumor has it Beyoncé has been strategically planning her exit, discreetly pulling out of deals, renegotiating contracts, and even canceling planned tours, not from poor ticket sales, but to gather her finances before making an exit. Whispers suggest a planned divorce, one she'd announce after securing her assets and fully breaking away from Jay. However, rumors are that prosecutors might be getting wind of both of them, shifting the divorce plan into a "house, let's leave the country together" scenario. Insiders say they're eyeing nations without extradition treaties, locations safe from U.S. legal clutches should charges arise. Think lavish foreign properties, secluded estates, new identities. They've watched Diddy's fate: raids, lawsuits, media chaos. They're trying to avoid a similar outcome. It's wild how quickly public opinion has shifted. For years, Jay-Z was seen as the smooth businessman, the reformed hustler who climbed a billionaire status. Beyoncé was the music goddess, flawless and untouchable. Yet now, the facade is cracking. The control, manipulation, and obsession with image are becoming clearer, and people aren't turning a blind eye anymore. When Cassie's lawsuit came to light, it initially shocked many. But as the story unfolded, with revealing tapes and corroborating accounts, Questions about who all were complicit arose. How many stars knew the truth yet remained silent because it served them? Jay and Bey's names hovered in the rumor mills, but now they're also whispered in legal discussions. That's an entirely new level of threat. There's a growing online outcry for them to be held accountable, both socially and legally. Some demand their passports be flagged, others call for immediate investigations. The most frightening part? It's no longer just detractors voicing these concerns, it's their fans. Those who once idolized Beyoncé now say, "Traw. She always seemed trapped. We missed the signs." As for Jay, his past shadows him. Old interviews, legal paperwork, and past collaborators are resurfacing. With Dame Dash unwilling to take the fall or stay hushed, new revelations could surface any moment. This isn't mere gossip anymore. This is about an empire crumbling, an empire built on talent, influence, and silence. Yet silence isn't a shield forever. With growing pressure, it's no wonder they're attempting to disappear. The question is, will they manage to escape, or will the truth catch up before they do?